All right. Well, welcome back to the episodes. Let's go ahead and get started here, shall we? Let's take a look where we're at. Oh man, that COVID hair is some kind of killer, isn't it? Frickin' flashbang haircut. All right. So here is where we left off. Well, here's where we left off. Built this. Built the top piece of that. Pretty slick if I do say so myself. So I don't actually know what any of this is for. I don't know what all this does, but my best guess is these are string tensioners of some kind. I'm gonna swap to the other camera here so that way maybe you get a better look here. Okay, come on now. Focus. There we go. So my best guess is that these pieces here are some kind of string tensioner, and that they're going to allow me to either tune or tension the strings appropriately. So we'll see how that works. And yeah. Also, I've missed my bar, and I've missed the sound of fire, and I've missed the sound of a bustling tavern. So that's what today's music's gonna be. It's just background music of being in a tavern. Because I'm going stark raving crazy right now. Oh yeah, you guys can also see that I am co-streaming on this. Let me go ahead and turn off my phone. Because we don't need the phone on for this. Do me a favor though, put some messages up in the chat. Let me make sure the chat system's working on my desktop. Okay, so this piece right here, again, is the bottom of the body with all of the turn pieces inside, and it's looking really, really good. And once I smash all this together, it looks like this settles right into here. And yeah, voila. So that looks really cool. When that thing spins and you got those inner pieces moving. That's going to be really slick to see. But here's where we need to get started with next. We finished right here, and we're moving on to this page right now. So let's take a look real quickly at some of these things. But before we do that, how's everybody holding up? I know Florida's being crazy as hell, and I know that they're getting ready to open everything up. I think it started officially today. And to all of my friends and to all of my adopted family who have to be out there right now, when we all know medically that it's a terrible idea, I'm sorry. And to those of us who don't have to, keep an eye on those people who do. Let's make sure that we don't spread it anymore, and let's make sure that we can help them out in any way we can. Because I know I'm lucky enough that I can still work from home with certain issues that I have. So I'm able to be here longer than most, but at a certain point I'm also going to have to head in as well. Yeah, just let me know. I want to make sure that everyone's nice and safe. Also, side note to the stream, let me know how the audio's going. Let me know if you can hear the background music. If you can't, I'm going to turn it up a little bit so you can. And we'll move forward from there. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. So it looks like we need... This seems to be 2 and 4. So let's go ahead and search of those. So that's not what it is. Oh, before I forget, phrasings. I have an empty phrasing panel all ready to go. So as phrasings come up, go ahead and post them in the message board, and I will know to take care of it. I don't know why this is saying read only again. Doesn't matter. Back to chat. Yep. Someone send me some chats on the YouTube. Send me some chats on the Facebooks. Let's make sure that I'm getting some messages going through. And I'm going to turn on my phone here So that way I can see in case things are being chatted and I'm not noticing it. Alright. 2 and 4. Let's go to 2 and 4. I really need to organize this bench. This is not 2. This is... What number is this? 8. You know, it might help to organize these. Maybe one day. That's 1. That's 8. That's 6. That's 7. And that's 5. Which means I have more over here. This is 4 extra pieces, and this is number 3, which means by process of elimination, this is 2. Cool. Alright. Let's see what we need from each of these. So we're going to need this piece right here, and this piece right here, as well as 4 of these tabs. And then from this one, of course, we're going to need pieces that I went and spilled all over. But that's fine. That's fine. It'll be just fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and start tabbing these out then. Audio good, music low. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and turn up that music then. There we go. Let's go ahead and start popping this one out. That's the right one, right? Yeah, it is. I'll tell you, I've been looking to try to get better webcams to make this better on the downstream photo, as well as this right here, because right now I'm just using the laptop webcam, and it's pretty horrid, actually. I had no idea just how bad it was, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, you guys are able to see me. I can't see you, obviously, but this gives me an outlet for the internal crazy that is dealing with being stuck at home alone. Well, I'm not home alone. I have Max, but he's currently asleep right now on his bed over here, like a complete turd. Should be keeping me company, and he's not. You know, like dogs do. Alright, so the next piece here. Let's get to it. Alright. Gonna have ourselves a little bit of splash effects. That'll be fun. Come on now. Autofocus. Autofocus. Down back to here. Why isn't it focusing? It'll focus in a bit. I can't deal with too much crazy. So we got this. We got this piece. Let's go ahead and set this aside then, because I don't need that for now. Now we're going to need this whole really nice piece here, so we want to make sure none of this splits on me. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh, that actually came out really nice. That looks really good. I like that. Alright, you can't see that from there, but you can see from here. That looks really good. Ah, there we go. Finally refocused appropriately. Okay. So that piece, that piece, that piece, that piece. And then we need this one here. Come on now. Get out of your hole. There we go. Haha. Gotcha. And then we're gonna need this here. Why, yes. Yes, I am cracking my wood tonight. Thank you for asking there, Taco. Okay, so we got these. That looks like that's everything I need for now. So let's go ahead and set all of this aside. And knock out these little buggers. That is 4 pieces done. Down and out. The hammer. That's been coming out. So let's give that a little bit of a... There we go. A little bit of a nudge. We're good there. I think this is 220, right? Yeah, this is 220. Ah, hell. There it is. Get this last piece in. And for those of you that are curious and want to try using it instead, I also have a YouTube channel, and I have it up and running the stream as well. It is The Viking Way, all one word. And yeah, you'll see all of the previous episodes on there. So for those of you who are just now joining and want to sit through my ramblings, please, let's. If you have any questions for me, anything that you're curious to know, just ask. I'm an open book. And if there's any topic you want me to talk about, or anything that I can do to give you some version of advice, I will try to do that as well. I can't guarantee that I'm going to be good at it. I need more advice than not myself, but I have a deep voice, and it seems people find it soothing. So maybe I can say words or phrases that you find interesting, and then you can turn them into audio gifs or something. Alright, getting back to it, we got these 4 pieces done, sanded down, so let's go ahead and give all of these a bit of a run here. And for those of you that are watching and I don't have Max on, even though I've been doing random videos of him, I do apologize. He is doing just fine. He is asleep next to me, clearly in a sleep form of pouting right now because I'm not throwing his toys. Alright, that's done. That piece done. Let's go ahead and try to knock out the rest of this here. Ooh. I only have the first piece I can't really get the sandpaper into. Gonna need to get the other piece of sandpaper. Let's go ahead and pull that out. And here I thought I'd be able to do the whole thing without it. That was clearly wrong. Okay. Better. Let's get in here. That's done. So now all the pieces are... Nope, this one's not sanded down yet. Let's give this a knockdown. Welcome to the 3 of you who are viewing right now. If you have any questions, please just type them on in. Feel free to ask me anything. I will be your pretend bartender for the day. Speaking of, I guess it's time to make a drink, shall we? Why, yes, Heather, you are so elite, as you are one of the 3. Alright. Mystery white liquid of pure pain and amazingness. Ooh, that sounded good. And into here it goes with some other white liquid that you guys can't tell and is nice and chilled. Alright. And we have ourselves some mixed liquid of awesomeness. Let's go. Ooh, that's good. Alright, so we got this done. We got all those pieces sanded down. So let's see how this is supposed to look. If I go from here, looks like this has to go on like that. And here, which I think I like having the contrasted wood on top. So we're going to leave it like that because I think that looks good. There really isn't a bias to what side. So what we gotta do is we gotta put these little nuggies in. into your hole. Alright, flattened in. Which means all of them need to go in like that. Set them all in. Get started. Get into your hole. Talk about needing a little bit of coaxing. All right, all flat on this edge. And all of them are in place. Cool. So let's go ahead and put this piece on. That looks nice. And now for this final piece here. Orientation's important. Okay. So if this piece goes like this piece goes like this onto here, correct? Yes. Go ahead and give that a bit of a shove in. Okay. And now, this looks like this. This piece has to be placed right here. Like that. Does that look right? What do you think? Yeah, I think that looks right. Cool. On to the next. Aha. Well, that makes sense. We're making some sort of flappy thing. Alright, flappy thing, tell me your secrets. I need this piece here. Is that the only piece from that I need? Wow, okay, that was easy. That was 4. This is 2. Gonna need more from 2. I'm gonna need something from 3. It's 1. This was 4. That's 3. What am I gonna need from 3? I'm gonna need this gear up here. Okay, cool. So this piece has been taken out. Let's worry about that piece in a second. Let's just knock this one out here. Okay. And remember there being, oh, yep, 2 more pieces. Let's take these out here. get some things on it too. Alright, these pieces will go there, along with this one here. What do I need from here? I need this whole gear. Alright. Then I'm gonna need these two here. This piece here and that piece there. All right, and let's get to sanding. At a certain point here, I'm going to change this music. Okay. Cool. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, is there a way to get in there for those? I think so. I think I just go in like that. That's everything. Cool. Getting there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New people. Whole bunch of new people viewing. Please shoot me a message. You got any questions? Like to know what it is I'm doing, what I plan to do with it when I'm done. Whether or not Max is doing the hokey pokey currently. Or, honestly, my thoughts on anything. Just let me know. Alright, this is the last one of these where I gotta knock out a couple of pieces of wood here. There you go. Chip, chip, chip. Chip away. Hey, Kat. Thank you for waving. Hope you're doing well. Are you back in town? Hope you're back in town. So it looks like I got all the pieces done and sanded in. I'm gonna go ahead and take a drink of this fine mixture. Then we can go ahead and hop back on getting this done. So, looks like this piece now needs to follow suit where how the other one went in, which means it goes on like this. Aha! There you go. There we go. Fit right in. You have so much hair. Yeah, I know. I'm in full COVID hair, don't care stage. The beard is going bad. The cheeks are all kinds of furry, and the hair has gone a little intense. But yeah, I am Burly Man Mike right now. I'm so disappointed, Morgan. You were supposed to be down here this coming weekend. I really wish you were. I really, really wish you were. I miss you two a lot. Okay, so that was put on. So now that means this gets placed right here? Question mark? Looks like it. Okay. Gets placed right here. Alright. I miss you too, Morgan. More than you know. I have so many plants that I wanted to buy. I was gonna, no kidding, steal all of your green thumb. And we were gonna drink and have a good time and say hi to people. Go to the bar and stuff. I think that's about right. Let's give that a schmudge here. Yep. So I don't know how it is over in Texas right now, but I know that here everything's opening back up, and that's terrifying because there's no foreseeable way where we are all going to be healthy in the coming future here with everything opening back up. But that's cool. My business is going through phases. Right now it's having all of a certain type of team member go in first in order to prove out capability and prove out the process. Then once that's done, they're going to go into phase 2, and in phase 2 more people are going to come in and see how well that goes. And then someone is going to be diagnosed with COVID-19, and then this is all going to start all over again. I don't know, maybe I'm being pessimistic, probably being pessimistic, Or maybe I'm being a realist. I can't really tell right now. Alright, well that's not bad. That's doing its thing without any issue. Okay, so flippity floppity. And now I gotta wax my holes. Time to wax some holes. Alright. That looks to be sufficiently waxed. On to the next hole. Okay. Holes waxed. And this piece is done, and we will set this piece aside. And now, on to making of a thing. What is it it wants me to wax now? Oh, those edges. So first things first, these have to connect together. So let's go ahead and do that. Come on now. I know you want to. Camo. We're gonna have to give this a bit of a nudge, I see. There we go. Are you fully locked into place? No, you're not. You will be. There we go. Sweet. Alright. Let's wax up some edges here. Looks like I got gears to insert. I want them going smoothly. Alright, let's see if it matters what side goes where. Doesn't look like it. So how do I want that to face? Because that's going to face the inside, so I'm going to want the most white on the outside. Yeah, I'm going to want the most white on the outside. So we're going to do it like this. Okay, and then we're going to want this piece on, and that has no color to it, which is good. I didn't mess it up too bad. There we go. Okay. And now I'm going to have to gear up all of my gearing, huh? Okay, well let's do that. Alright. Now let's put these on. Make sure these are smooth, because it looks like those are going to go into something. Cool. Ooh, that's got to go in further, huh? There we go. Wedged in there. Okay, that one's gonna be a bit more of a... There we go. Kathleen, is that wax and why? Okay, let's go down a couple of changes here. So, Tony, I've done it. I've found the most interesting thing on the internet. Tony, I miss the hell out of you and your girl, man. I really do. So the quick answer to you, is that wax and why? Yes, it is wax. And I am waxing it because I got different gearing pieces that all have to come together. So I'm gonna quickly show you, right? So like all these pieces in here, they've been waxed in order to make sure that the wood-on-wood contact works well. So that's why the waxing. I just realized the wheel here is not very centered. Oh, that stinks. That's not gonna make for a great turn, but oh well. Yes, that's why I'm waxing it, because it tells me to, and all those pieces are going to eventually go into places where they're going to be wood-on-wood contact, and we want that all to work well. Speaking of, man, thank you so much. I know you're up there doing your thing, and thank you for the effort that you're having to put in to do your job. Now on to Kat's statement. Sorry, installing ceiling fan in the office, workout room, where the computer is. So, up a ladder. Of course you are. Doing it by yourself, without any help. Because safety be damned. And yeah, I got home middle of last week and have been rather lazy since. That's fair. Also, I would say you're being a realist with the office stuff. It sounds similar to what they're doing here. No, support engineers or managers and letting them work from home half the week when they do come back. Yeah. Wax on, wax off. Reduce friction. Yes, you're both right. Alright. And I think that means I've done all of the waxing I need to do currently. I will set this piece aside. Yeah, we were having those discussions about work today, and it's terrifying. It really is. No one has any idea what they're doing, and we're all just kind of running at the seat of our pants. And there's other things I want to say, but I'm not going to. Okay, on to... We're going to need slice number 2, and then slice number 6. So, boom, here's slice number 2. This is 1, 2, 3. This is 4. That's 5. And that's 6. There you are. Alright, what do we need from each of these? Okay, from this one I need just these 3 little buggers. That's not a problem. Pop them right out. Giggity. Oh, I miss you. What do I need from here? Oh no! It's gone missing, but I think I know where it is. I think I organized. And if that's true, then I put it in here. And I did... well, what's the part number? That looks right. It looks right regardless. Boom. Huzzah! I did the thing, and I thought about the stuffs. There we go. Haha. This is a really slick piece. I'm gonna save this. Won't be used for anything, but looks cool. I'm sure I can use it for something else at some point. Skull. Let's go check on some more messages here. Super bearded Mike. Oof. Look at this hair. My gosh. Gonna have to start putting in some wax or something. Oh yeah, you guys take a look at that gorgeousness right there. Woo! Solid Firehawk cowlick right there. Boom. That's the sexy stuff. Is it all just pressed together? As any part needs glue? The quick answer is no. There's no glue involved. Everything is pushed together. In fact, allow me to show you the box, because you're new to this. Of course I'm doing myself. Of course you are, yeah. Tony, for you, this is it right here. It is by a company called U-Gears, and everything is press fit. It's really slick. I actually got it off of Etsy, through a company on Etsy, and real easy, the cheapest place to find this. After you watch these, you're gonna start getting stuff on your Facebook streams with all of that information. So I apologize in advance. Come on now. Come on now. Fix yourself. Fix yourself. Well, we'll do it eventually. I'm not gonna figure that out. Hands. I still have all my fingers too. Yeah, it's just all press fit, and you use wax in order to get certain pieces on, and just to keep them lubricated for when they rub against each other, so that the friction could stop the movement of things. So, but yeah, that's really about it. It's been fairly straightforward. I like it. Okay, so now from right here, I'm gonna need 50 and 49, it looks like. Okay, and I'm gonna have to be super careful, because I discovered that when I stained these pieces of wood, this particular stain catches in between the laser cuts. Oh yeah, so for those of you who don't know, if you look closely there, you see those little white lines. That's all that's holding each of these pieces together into the wood. Otherwise, it's all precision laser cut, which is really slick. So that piece and that piece, so here. I've waxed that. Oh crap, I failed to wax the outer teeth gears. Let's get that done now before I forget. Go. That's done. Okay, so I don't need this piece anymore either. Sand this down, and then together you will go. Hurdy. No. God damn it, Pete. So I will tell you, I do not think this is going to sound well when it's done, by the way. I think it's going to sound a little bit like cats' nails on chalkboard. But I'll be damned if I'm not going to try to learn how to play it, actually play it, and try to be okay at it. So you guys are going to see me go through those trials and tribulations as well. And then, if I enjoy it, maybe I'll upgrade. Because the Hurdy Gurdy, the more research I've done into it, the more interesting it has become. It's just such a cool instrument with so many pieces that don't make any sense to put together, but once you do, it just does all the things. It is quite literally a bagpipe in wooden instrument form. And that is a cool concept to me. And having seen some people play it, and seeing a couple of different things that people do with it, extremely versatile as well as a instrument. I just think it'd be a lot of fun to learn to play. Because it's not overly difficult to play, depending on how complicated the one you get is. And I say depending on how complicated because this is a tonal instrument, right? So you're causing the wheel to rotate on strings, which is causing it to vibrate, and that's causing a tone. And you change the tone with different keys, which will stretch the strings, right? Causing sound. But depending on the type of hurdy-gurdy you purchase, you can get multiple tonal strings that are also on the outside of the body as well. So it's not just on the inside, but they'll also have them running along this side here and along this side here, so you can pluck them, or they add to the overall tonal sound as the wheel is spinning, right? And as that's happening, you can also tension them in order to get different octaves, and you're able to... It is as versatile as a guitar, as capable as a piano, and as awesome as a set of bagpipes. So, and as portable as a set of bagpipes, really. So that's all really cool to me. I just think that that's really neat that it can do all that. Aha! There we go. Come on now. So, and besides, everyone needs a bard, right? Sometimes a bard requires a good instrument. Come on now. By the way, if you get this, boom, you'll see this. Oh, what's that YouTube video for, Tony? There. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and click on it. Let's see what it is. There you go. Hurdy Gurdy medieval wheel instrument. And I'll tell you, it's not just medieval. It's also a Scandinavian instrument too. So, huzzah to the Swedes. Oh, okay. Solid knowledge. Yep, it is a weird instrument. But that's the thing. Not just medieval. It is also Scandinavian. So it falls right within our wheelhouse and our family wheelhouse, I think. As far as fun things to do. And given all of the things I like to do and go to, I think it'd be a lot of fun to have one and bring it with and play it, have a good time. Okay. Alright, so now I gotta wax more things. Right here, I don't know how good you can see here, but in here you see a gear with what looks like a wax paddle and a needle. And all that means is apply wax to this location. And in this case, it wants me to wax the rods here. Don't forget, guys, I have my phrasing pad out there, so if you guys start hearing things that I say that is ridiculous and should go on to the list, I'll add them to the list. And then those are things that, I don't know, at some point I'll figure out what to do with them. Chelsea's practicing with her viola, so I want to throw this curveball at her and see what she can do. Oh, she's going to love it. She's going to hate it, but she's going to love it. She's going to hate it because it doesn't require all the precision that the viola required. She's going to love it because it's going to be a different way of using a stringed instrument, is my guess. So I did not know she played the viola. I thought she did the dancing. Well, I mean, you can do multiple things, of course. Just that was not a thing that I knew. Alright, so... Oh. Well, that went on way easier than it should have. That's probably because that may have been the wrong piece for me. Oh, there we go. That's why it's got to go... This has to go all the way to this edge here. Aha. That's why. It didn't require wax on that side. It requires wax on this side. And I gotta sand all these pieces down. For darn sure. Like I said before, it pays to have a little bit of a nails when doing this, because you're able to really tell if you got all of those micro cuts cleaned off on here. Alright. I swear, this is going to be the last run of this bar tavern here. Having difficulty fitting it in your hole. Ah, damn it. That's something I said? Yeah. I'm definitely having some difficulties getting things fit in the hole. Alright, onto the board it goes. Alright, new one to add to the list. Fitting into your hole. These pieces are done and to be fitted on here now. Let's leave that one out. Let's put this one on. Last piece. Haha. While these are all together, let me go ahead and give this a nice rounded. Alright. So now more waxing. Alright, let's wax it all. Waxy, 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 waxy. And then it says to wax this side here. Okay. Alright, so that piece is all waxed now too. Let's move on to this next little bit here. Oh wow, there's no stopping this train. I gotta go to a certain point, don't I? Ah, damnation. Okay. I need to at least get to the point where I put those two pieces together. So that means I need to get that piece from level 2 out. Let's grab that. Can at least get most of the way there. We're already an hour and 4 minutes into this stream. I don't want to put too much more time into this tonight. Clock tells me it's 9:26. I got some time. No, I'm sorry. It's not 9:26. It's 10:26. Back there. I think the splash will be fun. We're gonna go with the splash. All right. So, a couple of things that are gotta happen here rather quickly. This piece here fits in like this. Aha! Alright, so that part's done. Now I need to wax some pieces on here and some pieces on here. What do I have to wax on there? Oh, I have to wax the face there. I have to wax the top rung in here. Alright, let's do that. Let's get this whole face waxed up. Go. Aha. Consider yourself waxed. And now this has to slide on. Nope. No, it doesn't. Because this has to... Oh, hell. Aha. Aha. Oh, got some in. Alright, now this has to go on here. Don't fall out. Stay in your hole. Alright. What did I say? Alright. Oh, that's too cool. Alright. Oh, well, whatever. That'll just have to do. Okay, look at that. Gears are awesome. Damn this cough. This is gonna go right here. No, darn it. Get in your hole. Aha. Oh. Okay. Well, before that all breaks out, let's go ahead and put this on. This was the piece some of you may have missed. This wonderful contraption. I don't even know what it is yet, but we'll figure it out. This all has to go into here somehow. And it's going to go on by sliding into these two different holes. We're going to slide onto this one. Come on now. You are meant for this hole. There you go. Be better. We're going to have to give this a little bit of a nudge here. There we go. A little more here. There we go. Just give that a little more play as we try to put all this in together. We'll still trying to get this into here, and then this piece in there. Oh. Okay. Those are all in grips. Yep, they are. Is that all geared right? Yeah, it's all geared right. Okay, so now I gotta push this one in. I'm getting this one in here. Come on now. There you go. You're gonna hate this, but it's gonna be good for you. There we go. Haha! There we go. And there we go here. Ooh. Woo. All right, a few turns and Bob's your uncle. Look at that. Oh, that looks cool. All right, let's see here. All right. Let's make sure these are all in and flat. No. How does the wood feel in your fingers? Does it feel like it might break if you push too hard? Sometimes. But what's also really neat is how they cut the pieces along the grain of the wood. So there's a lot more tensile strength in the wood than you would imagine. And so while it sometimes feels like it might break, the reality is I'm putting grain going in this direction into grain that is in this direction, so it has the ability to flex out like that. So when it's going in, I don't have to worry about those pieces. Sometimes it just sounds like it's gonna break. And the good thing about the wood is there's a little bit of give, so even all of these other pieces that are locked together, they give just enough for you to be able to do crazy things like I just did. That's cool. All right. Oh, now the part that I feared doing, putting the top on. Come here, bud. All right, I confirmed that one in. I confirmed that one in. I confirmed this is all flat. Yes, 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 and yes. So now this piece has to go in. And it goes in. There's a lot of notches here. So we're gonna play this all by ear here. Notchity, 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 notchity. Okay. And we're gonna take the hammer here. We're just gonna give a couple of whacks in a couple areas here. Try
Try to see if I can't fit a couple pieces in. Haha. Then, haha. Ooh. Okay, that's good to know. Certain things aren't aligning properly, so we're gonna have to coax them a little. Haha, there we go. Alright, that looks like all of those pieces have done what they're supposed to, so let's give a couple of whacks in a couple areas. There we go. Okay. Ah. So I may very well let these pieces come out so that way I can glue them into place and lock this whole head in at some point, but that's not a today thing. Pieces I can see and I can actually push in. Let me give them a nice firm finger push here. All right. So now, look at that. And from the side. Oh, that's really slick looking. This is really coming together now, huh? All right, you know what? Let's see if there is anything else that is worth doing today. It seems like before moving on, the last thing that needs to get done is putting on all of the outer clamps that go along the edging here. Oh, didn't know I missed that. Glad I caught that now. Yeah, I forgot to sand the top. Nice and smooth. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, I think it's pretty damn cool too. Clearly postponing a little bit here, just delaying the inevitable. Okay. All right, let's take a look at number 7. Let's see how bad this is. 5, 6, 7. Boom. Here we go. together, and then all of these pieces here are spines. And those spines are what will connect this all together. And this is what I've been concerned about, because a lot of the wash has caused pieces to break in ways I'm not happy about. But let's give it a couple of test tugs here and see what happens. Aha! Huzzah. It actually worked a lot better than I thought it would. Cool. Do I take them all out? Take them all out. Great. I guess that makes sense. You know what? Let me see if maybe giving them a bit of a rub down here will clear up some of the hiccups that I think I might have with them. There we go. I am going to have to go through this all with a pick in order to etch out all of those darkened spots, but that's not a today thing. Okay, one more piece down. Some of these are structured. I think I'm going to just take a couple stabs at them. Come on now. All right. There we go. Ah. Come on, just get out of your hole. Get out of your hole. There we go. Haha. Alright, we're halfway there. Whew, this is tense. At least for me it's tense, because this is a difficult part without risking breaking anything. No. There we go. Nope, that was the time I had to build. Oh. Okay. That's done. Whew. That was a little much for me. That was a little intense. Now I am lousy with ribs. Haha. Am I the only one who is listening to a repeating reel the first stanza of What Child Is This on a lute? Nope, it's you. You can hear it. I'm going to change it up right now. It's been getting to me now that it's the same thing over and over again. We are going to move into Fantasy Market. Let's see what this sounds like. I'm playing just free ambient music that I'm not going to get in trouble for. There we go. There you go. Odin bless you. True statements. Alright, we are now in an outside market, apparently. Oh, this hair. I am in desperate need of a haircut. Alright. There we go. Plus, these should all be rather easy to sand. We're getting there. Oh, gotta not do that. There we go. Oh, okay, a little bit of a chip there, but not the end of the world. It's just one. Not something anyone else will notice but me. There we go. The penguin is enthralled. I think it's the beard. Oh. Yeah. I'm glad that Penguin, your cat, is enthralled with the photo of me. I feel like that's important. Most felinids should bow down to my superior beard. right, and that is the last of those. That means that it's time to change up the music because I don't like this one either. And I mean, there's Fantasy Dungeon. That could be fun. What else? Another tavern? There we go. Just a little something in the background. Bit of burning fire, bit of burning wood, irony. All right, here we are. Let's go ahead and switch to the next camera here, and we will get started on putting on the spines. Looks like the steps are pretty straightforward. You take the large one up, the small one down. You force them both together, and you try to get them into the holes properly. There we go. One down. Let's put this one right here. Locked and notched. Okay. Yeah. We're getting there. The bottom seats really well. Guess they just go all around. Let's start on this side. Whoop! What? Felt like it broke. Oh, okay. That's not a problem. Not the end of the world. Let's see what broke, though. Oh, that's a shame. But it's not an area that matters. So, just need to be a bit more careful. Hell, I'm probably not even going to ever notice it. Okay, that piece is in place. On to the next. So that's the only hiccup with this, is that sometimes you do not know what pieces are strong where. So I put all the weight on this edge, and one of them gave way. But you'll never know, and I'll never tell. All right. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're going to do this. with these. Yeah, those pieces could have been made a little bit better. But they're all fitting into place well enough. And then 2 more for these last 2 areas. That's in. All right, last one. And we're gonna be done with that full installation. Pull. Awesome. Let me make sure all these are seated well. Ooh. Of course, I'm going to break it in the last moment, aren't I? Okay. All right. Okay. Well, now, would you look at that? Looks like we got a moving piece here. And a whole body. This is looking good. All the pieces are still moving, which means even though it's enclosed, I don't have to worry about that portion of it, which is nice. I have whatever this piece is right here, which I still don't know what that is. And I have these 2 tensioner pieces here. And this is where the crank is going to go. So that's why I've just been playing around with it, because that's what's going to cause all that to go forward. Now, the next whole step of this is the other half of the body, which this seems like this is the majority of it, but it's not. The next portion that has to get done is going to be the whole neck section here. All that still has to be put together. So we've gotten all this. I gotta still make this crank, which I'm probably gonna make next episode. Get all of this in and working right. And then, yeah, then I learn how to play. All right. So, what did we learn today? Ribs are weak and should be replaced. So just completely fuse them. Let's completely fuse ribs. I think that's totally okay to do, right? Medically, yeah, I think that's okay. We have all of the internal workings of a hurdy-gurdy right now, which is really, really cool. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm excited to finish this now. I'm not gonna lie, the last few weeks have been a little hard on me. The mental struggle of being alone at the house has been very difficult. And I am having a little bit of trouble with it. Not being around my people has been difficult. I love working from home. Love working from home. I'm not even going to deny that. It's nice. I can get up at 6:30 in the morning and go straight into the office and just do my thing, and it's been great. And I get to spend the whole time with the puppy, who it turns out is now my service animal. So that's a story for another day. I'll be training Max to be a service animal. I don't know if that's even remotely possible, but that's what the doctors have recommended. So, mentally, this has been difficult on me. and I'm an overthinker. So, as someone who overthinks a lot, not having a lot of things to do, not having places to go, and not having the mental distractions causes me to think about possibilities. And possibilities stink because I'm thinking about things that I really shouldn't be. And going over in my mind a whole bunch of other things that I shouldn't be thinking about. So, but that's everybody, right? Everybody's going through that right now. I'm not the only one in the world, and for whatever reason, that's somewhat comforting. Drink has been finished, but we can't end on an empty glass. So I'm going to pour a little bit more of the mystery juice into here. A little bit of a topper here. Give that a... By the way, a little bit of ASMR for you here. I think that's great. All right. I promise as soon as I can find some webcams that are better, I will get them so that way you guys can see me in a better light. I promise. You can see more of the horridness that is the COVID hairstyle. And yeah. So I would say I'm about 2/3 of the way done now. I'm glad that I stained it. I think this is a nice, fun blue stain to have. I now have a metric amount left over, so I'm definitely going to need to do more wood projects. And then I can stain it and stress it how I want, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and say our goodbyes. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all my friends and family. It really means the world to me that you're watching. I truly love you all. I hope you're all having a great time. Oh my God, you and Chelsea are cut from the same Swedish cloth. Well, yeah, I mean, that's true. I mean, we're both Swedes. It's how you do. I may not always be direct and invite you out, but I'm going to have you over for fika. And I have to have people over. It's driving me nuts not having people over. It really, really is. All right, so family saying, to friends, to family, to health of each other, raise them and sink them, and left hand, raise them and sink them, and let's have another. Skull. Oh, that's